It's the first Sunday of the 2021 NFL season, and we'll see two first-time head coaches making their debut. It's Arthur Smith and his Falcons hosting Nick Sirianni and his Eagles. Next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Garden, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And I think if there's one quarterback in the league who sometimes gets taken for granted, to me it's Matt Ryan, because I think throughout his career...
On first down, Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On third down, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. And The punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his second season now out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rager catches it left side. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And they'll give to Scott here on the option. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Hurts. Now, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there. And he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down, Davis. Able to slither by. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and goal from the 6. Ryan. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, Boston Scott. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. There's the first NFL catch for Devontae Smith. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. Caught by the tight end Hurts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now, it's Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And that's another Falcons first down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his 4th season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers in the NFL.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, he's going to have the hook up to Gage. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Here's Davis to run again on second. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw is Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd and goal, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Koo now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the end result ended like a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Ward. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, it certainly feels like we can't mention Greg Ward without using the phrase converted quarterback, but he's turned into an excellent, dependable receiver. Wound up leading the Eagles with 53 catches last season.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman, since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. There the Eagles are back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdowns.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
That's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and he slings one that's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense really pulled around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Big hold of the 30. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game. as we get set to resume play in the second half.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they start the second half with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I liked his focus there, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Ryan.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre and post snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Davis, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Good snag there by Hayden Hurst. He knows all about that. Former minor league baseball player before becoming a first-round pick of the Baltimore Ravens. Now in his 2nd year with Atlanta, a career-high 56 catches last season.
And here comes the end around as Ryan will just leave this for his wideout.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
From the shotgun, Ryan. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And out now come the Eagles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the pressure gets to him again. John Kaminsky, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. From the 41, Ryan. This is complete to Hawkins.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And here now come the Falcons. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
15 yards, first down Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Ryan.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Ryan. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now Ryan. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the player in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Grady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's going to look deep here for Ward. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now Ryan.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. It's late in that one, and the Texans have moved out in front. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And quickly finding Rager. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a last cause.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So from the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Here's Scott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here comes the Eagles defense. They work their way back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They go play action with Ryan. Again, that's Hurst. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Derek Barnett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll look to throw. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up. Moore practiced it because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Rolling to, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Was that a receiver? Actually, it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Those guys out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. John Kaminsky with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And they will take a knee here. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
It's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
Most amazingly, it almost worked.
So for the Falcons, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week